Polio in India is on its last leg. And this is the victory of 2 drops. Yes, from over 500 cases per day in 1988 to only 1 case in 2011, this miracle was not an easy task. Rotary could not have achieved this feat alone. Thus, a global partnership with UNICEF, WHO and CDC was formed to fight this curse. Each partner in the campaign had well-defined roles addressing a plethora of needs. This huge initiative required monetary support. Rotary provided the initial working capital and till date continues to play the role of a catalyst as far as funding is concerned. Rotary also inspired the representatives of Indian corporate houses and industrialists of Indian origin to espouse the cause.
We share the vision of Rotary International that in the coming years, no child should be a polio victim.
पिछले कुछ सालों में पोलियो इरेडिकेशन में जो सफलता प्राप्त हुई है वह अत्यधिक सराहनीय है, पर इस कार्य के लिए धन और जन सेवा दोनों की आवश्यकता है। आज मैं ये महसूस करती हूँ कि मैं इस कार्य में कुछ योगदान कर पाई।
It's a win-win situation. Polio will be out of this world. This will be a gift to the children of the future. And therefore, it is not just on behalf of Rotary, it is on behalf of the children of the world. Most of them are not known to Mr. Gates or Gates family, that I want to thank you.
Any campaign's success depends on the involvement and ownership of the program. To succeed, this campaign had to become a people's movement.
The task of eradicating polio is not just the task of one person or one organization or a problem of just a section of the society or the country. It involves all of us. It involves all of us.
Despite Rotary's untiring participation, challenges kept cropping up in some sensitive states. Irrational fears and prejudices reared their head. To combat these problems, unprecedented efforts were needed. Western UP and the Kosi belt in Bihar were fast becoming the epicenter of polio, infecting far and wide. Similarly, Malegaon in Maharashtra, Ludhiana in Punjab and Murshidabad in West Bengal were turning into a hotbed for polio virus. To control the polio menace, 107 high blocks in the states of UP and Bihar were identified for initiating select target interventions. Partners increased the on-ground workforce.
जैसे ही नए बच्चों की खबर मिलती है, मैं अपने कोऑर्डिनेटर को बताती हूँ, फोन करके एनएम को भी बताती हूँ और बच्चों को पोलियो के लिए लेकर आती हूँ। जहाँ विवाद होता है उस विवाद को भी ख़त्म करती हूँ।
पहले हमने देखा है कि 100 में से मुश्किल से 50 बच्चे 0 डोज पीते थे। आज रोटरी इंटरनेशनल की तरफ से इतना सहयोग से हम लोगों ने लगभग 90% बच्चों को 0 डोज मिलनी शुरू हुई है। पहले एक महीने में 0 डोज बच्चों को नहीं मिलती थी, आज 15 दिन के अंदर अंदर रोटरी के सहयोग से बच्चों को मिल जाती है।
And Rotary provided extensive volunteer and IEC support, along with advocacy with the concerned administration. Support through incentives was also provided to health staff at these locations for motivation, resulting in impressive coverage.
Rotary plays a diverse but very critical role in the partnership that has really led to the tremendous progress we've seen in India this year.
We try and convince political leaders that polio eradication must be at the top of their agenda. We try to cajole the unwilling bureaucrat to join the polio eradication initiative and to see it through to its fruition. We convert and convince doubting religious leaders who have some misgivings about the program to come on board. And we seem to have done all of this very effectively.
A series of advocacy and outreach efforts by Rotary with these leaders helped intensify the immunization efforts. In Bihar, Rotary honored the State Chief Minister, Honorable Shri Nitish Kumar, with Rotary's Polio Champion Award for his contribution and continued support in future as well.
मैं रोटरी इंटरनेशनल को इस बात के लिए बधाई देता हूं कि उन्होंने पल्स पोलियो कैंपेन में बहुत ही इफेक्टिव प्रभावकारी भूमिका निभाई है और आप सब लोगों के प्रयत्नों का ये परिणाम है.
Rotary also formed Muslim ulema committees in UP and a working group in Bihar of senior ulema members and religious heads. Subsequently, the hardcore resistance faced by health workers earlier has been eased with constant appeals by ulemas, doctors and Rotarians. When things appeared to be on track, the migrant populations posed a serious threat. Rotary formed a team of polio block coordinators and village volunteers in select districts in these states to overcome this challenge and helped map each and every child for outreach. Another important intervention has been through free health camps to meet the other healthcare needs of the people.
Implementing these health camps were very important to get the trust of these communities into the program. That was the bridge that allowed for vaccination of children who were not being vaccinated because their parents were kind of alienated from the program, and it was because of Rotary's efforts of these health camps that there was a trust building that happened between the eradication program and these particular communities that were earlier reluctant to accept the vaccine.
हमारी बच्ची को बुखार आया था, उसके बाद में हमने चेक कराया तो इसको पोलियो निकला. उसके बाद में जो हमने सारी जगह दवाई ली इसकी, कहीं पर कोई फ़ायदा नज़र नहीं आया. फिर उसके बाद में जो है पता लगा हमें कि रोटरी नाम से कैंप लगने वाला है पुलिस लाइन अस्पताल में. वहाँ पर हम लेके गए तो इसका ऑपरेशन कैंप था, वहाँ पर ऑपरेशन कराया. उसके बाद में जो है अब ये जूता पहन के चल सकती है.
West Bengal, the only state in the country at present with a case of polio. Little Ruksar and Howrah, who had never received the polio drops, developed polio. The polio partnership went into an emergency mode and held weekly meetings. Quick decisions were taken, strategies were finalized, support was sought, and Central Health Ministry briefed on the task ahead.
As you know, the last case in India is in West Bengal, and without Rotary we could not have launched a massive campaign as we did at such a short time span.
Within less than a month of taking office, the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Ms. Mamata Banerjee, was consulted by Rotary and the partners for our government's active support, and she immediately responded with a strong call for action. Rapid response came from the State Ministry and strategies were speedily implemented. Rotary's presence on the ground, interacting with families, giving a patient ear to their concerns and personal reassurance resulted in calming boycotts and converting resistance into acceptance.
Constant vigilance is the price that we have to pay for security. Rotarians seem to have learnt their lesson from the London Underground or the London Tube, where at every station the announcement comes loud and clear, mind the gap. That's what Rotarians and Rotary are doing in India in the polio eradication program. We mind the gaps.
Thanks to the efforts of Rotarians in India, whose quick thinking, immediate response and active leadership has turned the tide in the campaign's favor.
मुझे कहते हुए आनंद है कि कई वर्षों से रोटरी तो कोशिश करी पोलियो को नाबूद करने के लिए, काफ़ी करीब आ गए हैं. अभी थोड़ी सी काम और बाकी है. रोटरी ने ये अपने आप को प्रॉमिस किया है कि जब तक ये पोलियो नाबूद नहीं हो जाता है तब तक हम रुकेंगे नहीं, काम करते ही जाएंगे.
While the prize has always been polio-free India for Rotarians, the stakes have never been so high.